Hello, this is Janet Hayward from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm an online marketer, and I teach other online marketers how to get more leads and more sales using online media and social media. So today I had been listening to a tape. I'm actually listening to a series of tapes by Robert Hollis. And one of the things he said in there is he called bullshit on this idea of a leopard can't change its spots. And he said that's nonsense because people change. We don't do things that we used to do, and we do things that we didn't used to do. So maybe as in my case, you know, when I was younger, I used to imbibe in a little weed, and I don't do that now. So I did change my spots. I now eat more fruits and vegetables than I used to. So we do change, and it made me think of this other one, you know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And the problem is we grow up with these sayings and they embed in our mind and we believe them at a subconscious level, and they're not true. You know, however that one got started, it just did. So the fact is, you can teach an old dog new tricks. And any of you who are out there and you're thinking about getting into online marketing, but you're afraid because, I don't really know how to do social media. I'm not very good on the computer. I really don't know how to do any of this. Any of those excuses that come up, toss them to the side, because the fact is we are all teachable. Okay? I'm an old dog. That's just a fact. And I have learned many a new trick. I started in this world 2 years ago. I didn't really do social media because I, was sort of one of those people. I'd come on every once in a while. I'd take a peek. Maybe I'd like something. Maybe I would make a comment, but not too often. And I was just sort of an observer. But then I got interested in building up an alternative revenue stream because my job, my career actually, is not something that intrigues me any longer. I've been doing it for 30 years and the world has changed. I'm no longer a physical therapist. I'm now a pencil pusher with the title of physical therapist. So it doesn't bring me pleasure, the deep pleasure, because I have less contact with my patients and more with the computer. So I wanted something new, and I started in this world. Yes, there was so much to learn, but you can do it. I did it. I have learned social media. I have learned how to place Facebook ads. I have learned how to do technical components. I have learned how to use the computer to a greater degree. Although I admit I was relatively computer literate, so that was not a tough one for me. But the point is, I have been doing it for a couple of years now, and I started out in network marketing. So this 2 years has been the span of going into network marketing, looking at that, having a product that I thought was really great, having somebody who was also new in the field be my mentor. She really worked hard to try to teach me, but she didn't know. Everything for her was an experiment. So we tested things out and we did things. And then I decided I would go with something more local. They had more mentors right here, because this was in Connecticut. So the other one. So anyhow, and I learned through here, and then we had the meetings, and I went to the international with the big group of people, and I found that didn't really fit. I having to go twice a week to a meeting was an infringement upon my schedule that I couldn't really do. But again, we test things out. You go out and you try. It may or may not be a fit, but it will be a stepping stone. Because as we learn new tricks, we are going to have to possibly go through different paths. So then I decided I'm going to take my network marketing company online. And I went in search of a program that would teach me how to do online marketing, because I had asked many people to teach me when I had my physical therapy business, and nobody would. And I always offered to pay. I always pay for services. I didn't ask them to do it for free. It was not one of those friends thing, hey, teach me how to do it. I always offered to pay, but nobody was willing. So anyhow, that was a wander to tell you about how I got into this business. And so I joined an affiliate program, and then I got introduced to the affiliate world, which is the world that really fits me now. So anyhow, I started learning how to do social media, how to write blogs, how to do emails, how to do all of this. And then, now I'm really getting it that was about a year ago. After about a year really getting it and seeing how all these pieces fall into place. And now I'm able to more bring the whole thing together. But the point is, of this whole long story, is you can teach an old dog new tricks. I have learned many things on the path. Many things. And it is not rocket science. You don't need to be afraid. You just need to be willing to give it a little time and spend time and learn and read and study and ask questions. All of these affiliate groups have a Facebook group where you can go in and ask questions. The person who brings you in will mentor you. The people I bring in, I have Facebook telephone calls with them. I have Facebook chats with them. I help to guide them. The first Facebook ad they've ever had to place, we get on a Facebook conversation and I walk them through it. Your mentors are here for you. You are not in it alone. But you got to take that leap. To let yourself feel afraid. Oh, I can't do it. I don't know how, and I'm so old, And people can feel that way whether they're 35, 25, 65. It doesn't matter. We're afraid of change, okay? Do not let that fear hold you back, because the fact is the world is changing. And this online world is here to stay. And the more you can get involved in it now, the better for you. Because this is the economy we have. This is the economy that is building. So get in here, start learning now. And I don't care how old of a dog you are, okay? Old dogs can learn new tricks. This is not rocket science. Yes, there is methodology. Yes, there are strategies. Yes, there are techniques. None of them are difficult. Do you have to practice? Absolutely. Do you have to learn what works for you? Absolutely. And the fact is, with these strategies, with these techniques, with copywriting, all of that, there are guidelines. But anybody will tell you, and I don't care how good they are at this, will tell you, you got to test it out. We're surprised sometimes to find out something we really thought was going to work was a bust. And something we thought was so-so, and we're not real sure about this one, skyrocketed. Okay? So get in here and play. Have the courage. Have the courage. If you are thinking, I want to get in that world, I think I would like to do that, get in. Start doing it. Because it's a great life. Look at this wonderful park I get to come to and take this lovely hike. Isn't this wonderful? Look at that sky. Is that phenomenal or what? Yes. So anyhow, get in this, which I have learned is now called the pajama economy. Jump in, join in, have a great time. And I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks.